Hi, my name's Arushi Maheshwar. When I was in 3rd grade, I participated in my first musical, and I think it was Schoolhouse Rock. It was at Foothill Elementary, and I really liked it. And then I kind of moved more into doing it in 5th grade, and then in 6th grade I went to middle school. And that's where I started to get more into technical theater, because I acted a lot, I performed in musicals, I was Little Sally in Urinetown. And then I slowly started to get into technical theater, especially in 9th grade, when the previous drama teacher at the school told me that I could be a stage manager or production manager. And so that kind of really sparked off my interest. And ever since then, I've been really trying to help this drama program and work with Mr. Brotzman to kind of introduce more programs. And so I think my technical theater journey really started when I entered freshman year. Before, I did a lot of acting, so I was really just interested in singing and musicals and just performing in plays. Like 9th grade till now, I'm really more interested in more of things from a business perspective, more from a management perspective, so that's why I've been doing stage management, and I'm just really interested in a lot of the behind the scenes work. I think it's definitely my passion for films and movies. Every time I would watch a movie as a kid, I would be interested in the acting, but I would be more interested in how it's produced, and I would remember just looking at finance charts of movies and just really trying to understand like how some movies exploded and how some of them were blockbusters and how some of them were flops and how they both made money, and that really interested me. And so I kind of took more of that lens, and I just really like the idea of not just doing the actual design, but rather piecing together a project to make sure it's in the most cohesive form. I think a stage manager is kind of like the assembler of puzzle pieces, and so I really liked people always coming to me for questions, and I just really like being able to empower others to be leaders as well. So I really like the movie Little Miss Sunshine. It's basically about this family on a road trip, and they're really dysfunctional, and I just thought it was so interesting how the costumes were so modern, but yet the cinematography was so simple, but it was so real. And I think when I was looking at kind of how the movie was produced, I really liked to see like how exactly the producers were thinking, and I really liked looking at things from every angle, and that really interested me. I definitely think, I wouldn't say I'm outgoing. I mean, when I took the test, I was considered an introvert, but I think just more of my attention to detail. I think that in theater, everyone is really introspective. They always ask questions no matter what. It's one of the most interdisciplinary forms of anything. And I think in drama especially, I always was prone to asking questions, whether it was about my character or whether it was about how I can make things better or whether it was about my design. I was always looking through the text and kind of having that English brain on me. Currently, I'm an international thespian officer for the International Thespian Society, which is our honor troop here, and that's kind of how I'm pursuing more of my leadership abilities in drama. I'm really less working about like refining my skills in drama, but more about how to advocate for others in drama. So a lot of my work in that is increasing the equitability and accessibility of theater arts education everywhere. A lot of our job is sometimes we draft bills, we kind of like go to the White House, we advocate, which happens on Advocacy Day, and a lot of other things that we do is just being the student voice for the society. So that's definitely my more leadership track that I'm trying to incorporate, and just trying to bring on projects that I really think will make theater more inclusive worldwide. I think the other thing that I'm really pursuing on my own is that I really do hope to become a producer in the future. So a lot of the projects that I try to undertake, especially in this drama program, are something more focused on a marketing angle and more of a management angle. I think that one of the main issues that I've seen is that in drama itself, at least within the community, theater itself hasn't been super neuro-inclusive. So I think that one thing I'm trying to work on is to make sure that we allow more neurodivergent students to participate in theater, because it is one of the most inclusive art forms, and a lot of these students don't often get these opportunities because of the way theater is, and I think that they really deserve to. And I would say the second problem is just arts education overall has kind of declined, because in a lot of countries and states all over the United States and outside the United States, people aren't taking drama because they don't believe that it's useful for them in college or it's useful for them everywhere. One of those issues that I'm trying to work on is to try to present that more to parents, because I mentioned this earlier, but drama is extremely interdisciplinary. So basically it combines math, it combines science, it combines everything possible. And I think that's an issue that everyone's facing everywhere. So that's one that I'm trying to see how to present drama to parents in a way that makes them want to allow their students to take it. I think business has always really interested me. I've kind of worked on a lot of startups. I've worked on a lot of like projects, kind of business pitching. And I think those skills of public speaking have really combined with my interest in drama, as well as marketing. I took a marketing course over the summer, and it was really interesting to me to try to understand that social media marketing is so much more than just posting on Instagram. A lot of marketing is creating those marketing strategies, and so I've kind of applied those concepts, especially here when I'm thinking about how do we advertise for a show. Last year during Kaleidoscope, I was kind of thinking about that through a marketing angle too. How do you market a show properly that allows people to see it? And so that's kind of an area that I've been trying to combine. I definitely think one of my most proud moments is like seeing people that I've worked with be able to grow into just amazing leaders themselves. So amazing to watch underclassmen like grow into leaders, and I think just being able to watch that growth and do all that stuff is just really cool. Never give up, because I think that drama is one of those fields that you don't really think you're gonna get paid as much when you first enter it because of the way it is, but I think it's just the concept of if you really love it, no matter what, you're going to reach the end goal as long as you keep being persistent and you try different strategies. If something isn't working, try a different one. I think that it's just making sure that you have that persistence to continue along that journey, and just don't be afraid of what other people tell you about their conceptions of drama, because they don't know as much as you do.